welcome back to Satisfactory. So, I was exploring around, basically collecting leaves and wood and stuff for making biofuel, and I came across a power slug. So I decided, let's make a video on it. I'll tell you what I did and what I'm going to do, and we're going to try and get another power slug. And so away we go. So get in Satisfactory here, and I'm also going to launch my background music, which I forgot last time. There we go, tropical vibe. We're going to get a tropical power slug. So anyway, basically I was out and it was dark, so I was able to see this glow on top of a rock formation that was short enough that I could actually get up it. Something like that? No. You know, so it was a shorter one, blue glow, and I got a blue power slug. And so an announcement comes on that a new thing opens up in your MAM, your molecular analysis machine. And yeah, that was power slugs. That opened up. And then the power slug that I collected, I was able to, one moment please. There we go. I was able to, use it to, here. Basically, you click the thing at the bottom and it like unlocks this. That meant that I put it in my scanner, so now I can find more power slugs. Specifically blue power slugs. So I can find more blue power slugs now. Ultimately, what you want to do is use them for making shards that you can use to overclock your machine so that they run faster. So anyway, another thing that I was able to do as far as nutrients are concerned, I was able to, I had already had the berries and the nuts. I found the bacon thing. It's not really bacon, I don't know what. Bacon, agarret. I have no idea why they call it that. But it does look exactly like that. There was something next to it that was spitting like insects at me or something. And so I was able to grab it and get away. And then I unlocked this. So now I can scan for those. And then that meant in the tree coming next, I can now make a nutritional processor. And as you see, part of it are those modular frames. 50 rotors, it looks like. That is rotors, right? Here, let me click this so I can hover over this. No, it's not rotors. It's steel pipe. Alright, I have not unlocked the ability to make steel pipe yet, I don't think. I'll go to the craft bench to see if there's any way I can make that. Copper wire's no problem. So that'll be something I'll be looking into. Alien organisms. So far, yeah, I had the remains from a hog to unlock that, but I think I might be able to get one of the other ones because there is something out there. I think it's a spitter because something does come out of it at me. So that's probably a spitter. Let me just look here real quick if I can do the steel pipe thing. Modular frame, no problem. Copper sheets can be made. Cable, concrete. There's biofuel, and let's see. Hog protein. Power shard. Oh, I can make power shards now. That got unlocked by finding the first snail. But, like if I click this, yeah, I haven't gotten the steel pipe yet, so that's going to have to wait, that nutritional center. Yeah, blue power slug, I can make a power shard, and then that goes into something else I saw over here under the power shard thing, this thing here. Under the power slug thing. Yellow power slug. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is the next step in unlocking that. But I can make a power shard now. Well, this has already been unlocked. So now I can make a power shard, a blue power shard, to do some overclocking. So I'll get into that, but obviously I need another power slug. So what I did is, now that it's on my scanner, I put the object scanner in my inventory here. Well, in the hand, you gotta use it in the hand. And then you hold down left click and then you select what you're looking for. And it's showing the nutrients and stuff that I've already filled out, but it also shows a blue power slug. And I heard it beeping just standing here, because that's how it works. It beeps faster and faster when you get closer. Yeah, and power slugs are usually on things with height to them. Some of the blue power slugs you can get a little lower to ground just by climbing, and that's how I was able to get the first one. But a lot of times you could just look and see if you see one. You see that radiation coming out of it? That's a sign that it's a power slug, and I can tell from here that that's blue. So, I was thinking, what could I do to get that? First of all, I know where it is now. I don't need that. Let's put the Xeno Zapper back in my inventory, along with, in my other hand, berries, so I can heal and stuff like that. Alright. You see where we're at this point in our last milestone. I unlocked jump pads and a jelly lander, or what's the official name? U-jelly landing pad. How about I just call it a landing pad and a jump pad? Basically, a jump pad is something that does require power, so I'd have to hook it up to one of my burners, and it would catapult me up there, but I just might die in the process, because I have no way to get up there to make a landing pad, you know, to land on. So I'm gonna, I'll experiment with the jump pads later for doing certain things. You know, maybe an experiment would be to set one down here and guide it to here and just put a jelly up here so I can get up this cliff quicker or whatever, something like that. But they require power, so I don't know. Another thing is, I did try visually seeing if I could get up on some ridges here, and it just wasn't happening, and I also got stuck on a tree. I had to hit the crouch button to not be stuck on it. But I think what I'm going to do is contribute those trees to my biofuel and see if I can build something from there. If I build like ramps going out, like base ramps, I don't know. I could do one from here and try that. But it looks like it would be a shorter run from here. If I start like back around there, I could probably do a diagonal going up. I'm eyeballing it. I think I'd have to start back there before that one tree, like where its shadow is. So let's grab some cement and some iron plates. And then while I'm out there, I think I'm going to take those trees down. I haven't been getting too much trees. I've been mostly exploring for leaves. Then I find other things of interest out there, like power slug I found. So, yeah. In the next episode, I might just do more exploring and just see what I find. There we go. That's what we need for building foundations to get up there. And if I get stuck at some point or something like that, I'll pause the video until I work it out. But for me, I think, yeah, I'm not super brave. Although, maybe we should check out this other creature here that was guarding the bacon. A Gorica, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, that's where we want to get up to. Let's go to foundations. I want to see first of all if I can attach a foundation to this thing. Like literally say, oh boy, what did I do? Alright, let's exit out of that menu. What am I doing? Yeah, I hear all sorts of critters and stuff here. But yeah, this is where it's at. And what I'm going to do is remove some treeage that gets in the way. So let's put chainsaw. I have some biofuel on me. Oh no, these things. Hey, maybe I need to... Oh, shoot. Let's get the Xeno Zapper on me. Okay, they knocked 2 health out of me. That means 2 of these to get it back. See, that's where they're flying around. I have been able to zap those things before, but I think the source of them is what I need to get at. See, I was able to get them, but I don't think I got anything as a result. Can I get this thing? Got it. Yay. What's this? This is... what kind of ore? Cetin ore? Upic something? I don't know.
Harvest.
Okay.
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Okay, looks like I should do some healing, though.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Alright, this message again. Put some nuts there so I have some healing abilities. Now, I don't know where it is, but when you hear that announcement, you know it's somewhere around. I hear something over there.
Comply.
Yeah, I love it when things tell me to comply.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Oh. Oh. Well. Oh. got it. I think.
Harvest.
Well, I don't think that's what this thing's telling about. There's some sort of alien artifact around here. And as long as I'm in the area of it, it's going to bug me. And of course, my own music is kind of like giving me, yeah, more of those. That's good. I've been oh, it's getting foggy over there. That's probably the poison stuff. Don't want to go over there. But let's see. Now, the original thing I was going to do was to get up there, right? That's the one that the power slug is on. Now, there's apparently another alien artifact around. Yeah, I think it's further the direction I just came from. I'll check that out in a bit, but let's start with the power slug, because that's what this mission is about. But I'm getting leaves and stuff because I'm going to need them. I got to keep getting biofuel made. Oh, and yeah, I was going to show you I have that automated now. So, but I still collect flower parts and stuff. I try to burn the the flower petals in order to fuel making, automating the biofuel construction. So that way I'm not burning biofuel to make biofuel. I mean, you still do come out ahead. But anyway, let's see here. Now, getting up there. Let me see if I can get rid of some of these trees. Does this one cut? Yes. All right. I think I'm going to cut this one too. You're in the way. All right, so now yeah, I think, well, let's do this. No, not yet. Wait till I'm up here. I'm going to try to attach a foundation up there first. Okay. Now, rotate this. There we go. Or can I put it lower? No. Now, I know that behind me there's a little bit of a drop here. So let's get around that. Now, can I keep walking backwards? What is that sound? I still have come on. There you go. Okay. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. There it is. Hold down E. And we got it. Mission accomplished. I think I'm going to take this down because I don't think I'll need to go back up there again. Let's hit the F key and take these back. Yeah, so that was probably quicker than doing the thing from the base. But that's cool. What is that sound? It sounds like, what do you call those things? Grasshoppers jumping around. Now, actually, I think I am going to take this tree and make it easier to see. Now, I don't like to chop down lots of trees, so let's see, I only have 2 of those. I have a bunch of these. These do half a bar, but I have more of them. I have about half of my stock in the storage container back in the hub. So I just took about half of them out with me. But yeah, get as much biofuel as possible. And I'll show you that jazz. Let's see over here. Get leaves, as they do grow back. Yeah, but I'm hearing that sound all around me. I'm wondering what's actually producing the sound. Now, since I heard that thing about the alien artifact, sorry, I'm just grabbing leaves here. I know this isn't the most exciting thing, but I need them. Okay. It's going to get dark, but fortunately the game has a flashlight in it. And in fact, I might be able to find that alien artifact more easily in the dark. That's how I found my first power slug. Uh-oh. Now there's something down there. That's another bacon.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Patrol Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
That isn't it. That's not an alien artifact. Oh, it looks like there's more bacon Agrica over there. Looks like this is a...
Harvest it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is yet, buddy. You're not a very understanding... I saw one of those crawly guys. I haven't gone after them because, you know, they're not aggressive, so I don't really feel like it. But if it turns out like it's something you need to get in the game, I guess I'll have to do it. It is just a game. But I don't like to go after non-aggressive creatures. But we'll go back to the MAM and see what creatures I did get. What is this? It looks like a bird. Yeah, I'm not going to go after you. You're just sitting there making pleasant sounds at me. I'm not hearing the alien artifact announcement again, so I might have gotten out of the area that it's in.
Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Well, now I'm hearing it again. Ah, it must be up there. Well, can I Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to... Okay, let's do what I did. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use a smaller size. Oh no, that's just as wide. What the heck? Oh! Now let's do the ramps. No. It's turned the wrong way. There we go. Can I just jump on that from here? Yeah. I assume that's what it was talking about. Yeah, I remember there was an alien artifact thing before an announcement when I found my first power slug before this episode. But, yeah, there's a lot of items of interest here. Okay. Weapon and nuts. That's all you need, your weapon and your nut. Alright. Let's just get a little bit more of this. And I'll show you, since I was mentioning it in the last episode, I'll show you the automated biofuel making. Looks like, yep, more of the healing nutrients. But it looks like I'll have to unlock... Oh, no.
Comply.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like I did not get the artifact of which she spoke. Here, let's turn on the flashlight. So... Yes. Yes, yes. But those artifacts are usually in, like, not easy to reach spots as well. The first one I found in the game I was just able to get to. Let me get my bearings. Is that something? I don't think that's an alien artifact. That looks like nuts. But I might be able to get up this, cut down that tree and get, I mean, is it up there? Is that the thing? Yeah, let's do this. All right. Yep. What I'm gonna that. Oh yeah. That. One of you. Okay. Now, I'm gonna see how much space I got. The alien artifacts, I thought, are different things. They're not power slugs.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Yeah, why don't you do it? Well, let's try again. Here we go. Actually, and I'll start with these this time. I don't want to back up and fall off a cliff or something. And I hear some puffer thing. I hear all sorts of critters around. Maybe those were the announcements. Maybe power slugs trigger those announcements as well as those red things like the one I got like in the first episode. Okay. There we go. No. I'm hearing it still. So there's still something else for me to get. Now there's trees around here. I don't see any more. Now I see a little bit of a reddish glow up there. That might be it. This is what I'm gonna do, man. Which direction is this? Can't quite see what I'm doing here. There. No. There we go. Oh, huh. It's like multiple plants here. I'm trying to get them all. That's one of those big, tall, brontosaurus-like things. Oh, but this apparently no alien artifact up here. No. And then which way did I come up? Oh boy.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part to harvest alien artifacts.
Oh, that's where it came up. Okay, I gotta pause the video temporarily here, but I will be right back. You won't even notice any time lost at all. Okay, I'm back from having paused. Hit the F key and take this down. Gotta be careful. I mean, some situations maybe it's not good to step away from the computer, but I figure I'm near my base. If I even die, it wouldn't be a far run to get my stuff, you know? But I'm thinking of heading back to my base now, and then I'll come back and try and investigate that alien artifact thing. Look at the HUD, see what direction the base is. There we go, that direction. Well, looks like in order to get down, I'm going to have to go this direction and then go around. This looks jumpable here. Oh, flowers, good, flower petals. I burn them while I'm running my biofuel production line. So I'm not actually burning biofuel to make it. Since you can't make petals into biofuel, it's a good approach to take. So the leaves and the wood be processed into biomass and biofuel. And power it all with flower petals, because they do regrow and stuff. I'm not exactly sure where I am. Oh, that lady.
Comply.
Oh, no, I'm not complying. Compliance is futile. Comply to this and you'll be asking me to do other things. Take an inch. Well, no. Give an inch, they take a mile. But yeah, this is a festival of biofuel making stuff right here. When I get back, probably my production will have been shut down. But I'll be able to start it up again and run it for a good long time now. So I got those trees that I chopped down, so that's plenty of wood, lots of leaves. Yeah, it sounds like something's blowing stuff at me. It's probably that poison gas. Okay.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky, lady. But the thing is, it's like I haven't found it. I mean, I guess the game uses that as like a warning thing that there's an alien artifact nearby. And you gotta find it, and as long as you're in this region, we're gonna bug you with this message till you do it. Yeah, I'm trying to stay... Well, there, I recognize the rock formation there. But I'm going to have to remember this location because this is a good harvesting area. But we should probably head back now. I am making a video. But this is on the way, so might as well get this. All right. Yeah, I see roughly where I am. There's something over there. Looks like a stuck bird or something. Alright, but yeah, this is a place to come back to, definitely. Now let me see. Yeah, that was the plateau I initially wanted to get up to, so... Yeah, this is right next door to me. Just gotta explore the whole area, man. See what's around. Okay, so anyway. First thing, I'm going to show you my production line for the biofuel. I don't know if I'd get hurt going down there. This is the use your way. That would be a spot to put a jelly. Since I'd be coming over here to harvest stuff a lot. I probably should have left that one ramp up to get to the nuts and berries that were on that one plateau. There we go. I'll use the object scanner and I could find it again. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to show you that production line. Yeah, I was just double checking on something here. Off screen. Okay, now, here it is. Basically, this is a storage container for leaves. Let's sort my inventory here. I can find the leaves. Here's leaves. 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 Alright. I had some solid biofuel on me just for the chainsaw operation. And then here's wood that I'm going to put in the other end. So basically the leaves go into this constructor that makes them into biomass. And then it goes into here, this constructor that makes it into biofuel, solid biofuel. I have a merge right behind it. So it merges the biomass made by the wood, because basically once it's biomass, so they could be merged together and then go through the final constructor there to make them into solid biofuel. That's solid biofuel, don't need that. That's what I want to make. So put wood in. I think that's all the wood I got. Okay. Now, this is where they're going to end up. I might as well put the solid biofuel that I have on me in there too. Now I'm going to run it, but I'm going to run it using flower petals. There's a bunch of them out there, so that should run long enough, hopefully, to convert all that stuff. So that way I'm not actually burning biofuel to make biofuel. Now, it has an option of putting these things in, and I don't want to. These are going to go into my MAM. One thing at a time. Put the flowers in. There you go. Alright, so let's go back to the MAM and check those things out. That's over here. So let's check out our power slug. There's my healing stuff. Alright, so we have it. Well, actually, the way I'm going to do it is we're going to do nutrients. I've already identified the bacon agrica, whatever, so I don't need to do that in, but for alien organisms, I can now do what? This is a hatcher remains. So we go here to hatcher, and it'll cost 1 remains to do it. I think that was, yeah, that was that green thing that opened up, had the yellow globs and set the little yellow globby insects after me. It's called a hatcher. Okay, and this is plasma spider. Oh, plasma spitter. Yeah, it was spitting, wasn't it? So that makes sense. Plasma spitter. So now what can happen is when you get the remains of these creatures, you can actually make them into the things. And I guess I need to do the third one there, the fourth one there before I'll be able to do this. Bioorganic properties. DNA capsule from bio and biomass makes. Well, we'll check that out after we find the other thing. Some creature called a what? Stinger research. So a stinger. We'll see what we can find there. Now, is there any more items of interest on me here? I saw something here. That's the protein that you can make from hog remains. Supposedly like a healing item and stuff. Plasma spider remains. Ooh, let's see if we can make that into something. I apparently got 2 plasma spider things. Plasma spitter. Why do I... It wasn't a spider. Maybe they dropped 2 or something like that. Because they were a little tough. Or maybe I actually ran into 2. Alright, let's see here. Let's go down here. Where are we at? Hog remains. I don't think I have any more hatcher remains. No. Spitter protein. So I can make that. Now, I thought I got like 2 power slugs. Oh, I got 3. So I can make power shards out of them. Okay. Now, I haven't done this power shard thing before. But from what I'm thinking, the front end of my assembly line, I mean, these 2 lines of what do you call it? The ingots are going fast enough. In fact, the ore needs to, you know, stutters a bit because of the ingot making process. And then, no, there's the ingot making process there. And then it's made into plates and it's made into rods. Can I speed these up? I'm gonna have to look up how you use power shards. Yeah, because it's not showing it as something that can be used. Maybe it's supposed to be used on the things here. This one powers the yeah, it's not showing an option to use it though. So I'm gonna have to look that up, how to use the power slugs. And that'll be in the next episode. How to use the power shards. Unless there's something I need to construct. Let me check that. That might be something I need to do. Object scanner. No. I'm gonna have to look it up, folks, and then I'll get back to you on it. I know some of you probably have already done that, and you know, I shouldn't have got myself in this position, but this was all about getting them, not necessarily using them. Although I do remember seeing something in a tree here. Yeah, yellow power shards. Rewards. Power shard. And what you need. Yeah, I think that's what I made. Oh no, I have to get yellow power shards to use. Well, I did make these, so yeah, I do have power shards. And the yellow power shards, however, I guess take cables and other items to make. But this is a blue power shard, but I gotta see how it's used. Alright, but in any case, now that some time has passed, we can see how much biofuel has been made, and then run down the assembly line and fuel up some things. And what I'm gonna do, see how the flowers are holding up. Alright, all the wood's been processed. But there's probably still more leaves to be processed, yeah. But let's see how much more. Now that's a good amount. Because I'm going to have to put some biofuel in here, I think, to keep it going, because there's only 22. Well, that's about half the petals so far. So, what I'll do is keep 56 on me. And well, I definitely want to keep running the first 3 burners in this line. But I don't necessarily have to fill them up. I can right click and go one, split. And I'll keep the first 4 going in this assembly line. Got 100, 50, 50. So I'll put 50 in each one. This one has how many? 71. That'll make it 120. This is 56, a little bit less, so let's put this 56 in there. Now it's at like 110. I have more biomass coming, so, I mean biofuel coming, so I'm not so concerned about this. But now this is the stage where it makes the plates, the reinforced plates, and the rotors. I want to keep making them so that supply gets built up. How many are in here? 153, alright, so we're good. And then over here, this one I put the least amount in because I don't need to run it as long. Because this is the end of the assembly line where we get the smart plating and these modular frames. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to fire that up because I think I have enough of those that I need for the next milestone. So let's initiate the next milestone. And this has 150 in it. So now I really should fuel those 2 over there. And since I have some more biofuel coming, if I need to take like 10 of them to keep the process running, I'll take 10 of them. But the flower petals have been lasting pretty long for doing that process. But this is the stuff that really needs to keep going longer. Alright, so let's see what we need for the next process. And then I'll end the video. If you've been liking this style, I mean, leave a comment. You want me to do more exploring or more construction? Or maybe actually do the right bench? Alright, yeah, here we go. What's the next one? We have the required amount of cement on me. What? Oh no, concrete. Sorry. Wire. I need about, let's be safe, 200 more wire. I need, let's say 200 more steel rods or iron rods. And I have enough iron plate on me. So that stuff is all stuff I have on hand. It wasn't even asking for rotors or any of the other stuff yet. So that's why I really want to build those up. The stuff in the middle tends to accumulate. All right, we got the plates, we just need the iron rods. I said about 200 is it that I need? We'll just take that one there. Yeah, I have it turned on that it does go into processing nails, but those rods have been hovering around the same amount, even with the nails being made. But the nails are not keeping up their numbers because I have this section going, making things into the rotors and all that. And the rotors are able to pile up because the end of the assembly line has not been turned on or has only been running a little bit. So the stuff in the middle gets to last longer. If I turn this off, I could build up my nails and screws. And in fact, I think I'm going to do that. Or what I'll do is, no, let this keep going. And then run, the screws, the rods, and the plates, I'll have them just run exclusively after that's done. I'll do that off screen. But, that's the idea. When you need to build up more certain items than others, you can do it. So, what did I need? I need rods. There was one other thing I needed. 200 of something. Was it wire? I'm sorry, man. I should remember things that I see. I'm gonna have to go back here and look. Yeah, got the rods, got the plates. Yeah, it's wire. Just get 200 of those. I haven't had to run the copper assembly line too much because I got a good amount of those things. Although after this biofuel is done, I'll run copper in all the basic ones. This should be my wire here. Alright. Hold on. So I don't have to run back again. 206 wire, yeah. Or was it that I needed 200 more? There. Now I'm sure to have it. So we'll set that off, and it looks like there'll be some interesting things coming next time. After this milestone, yeah, I will play with those jump pads and jellies at some point, Just I haven't found a use for it yet. But that will come. Okay. These will be the things that I'll be unlocking. The awesome sink, awesome shop, color cartridge, and it looks like this is an upgrade so that I can customize. Basically, I'll probably be able to color my items, my machines and stuff, color code things. So that'll be cool. And I just want to make sure I have everything. There we go. Send that off.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
So I'll put those things together for next time, try them out, and we'll look at them. Basically, what I'll probably do is extend this out a little further here. Put the awesome sink and awesome shop here so I can, get bonus content from the corporation I work for. Right on schedule. Yep. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, chat with me a bit. Help this YouTuber out. And I'll be seeing you next time. I'll take the opportunity now just to make sure I keep making biofuel by putting a little biofuel in, because it looks like the flower power has run out. So let me right click that. Yeah, 19 should do, but I'll keep watching it. Make sure I don't overuse biofuel. I don't want to leave this running after everything's done. See how many more leaves there are to go. Okay. See, most of that biofuel making was powered by flowers. So it's always great to get those flowers. And you know, with the stuff that I already put in burners, and this is like 265 some here, those flowers produced a lot of biofuel. And this biofuel lasts longer and just a lot more efficient. So yeah, I think it'll get through all these on the 19 biofuel I put in there. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just put a little bit more in. Alright folks, peace out. Take care and stay free. I'll see you next time.